What's up guys, Juggalo here. Today is PC News number 6. Let's get started. Google is now finally laying down some fiber for super fast internet in Kansas City. So if you're in Kansas City, you are lucky. It's going to go for 1 Gbps fiber optic network. So that means basically it's going to be screaming fast, alright? Next up, Patriot memory. It's going to have 3 lines of SSDs coming out. And then here's a little picture right here. Make it a little bigger. That's a picture of the SSD and memory and all that fun stuff. Alright. So, just saying how it's a little faster, and it's going to launch in Hanover. New client SSDs lines, the Wildfire Pro, the Wildfire SE, and the mainstream client SSD called the Magma. Alright, if you guys are in Europe, they're cutting the prices of the HAF-X and HAF-932 in half, which is really nice. So basically we are reducing the prices from €159 to €139. I think that's what that symbol means, hopefully. I'm not sure. Alright, Intel Haswell inbound from March to June 2013. So a lot of people saying Ivy Bridge, Ivy Bridge, Ivy Bridge, and now Intel's already saying, hey, we're going to have a new processor out, the Haswell. So now, does that mean people are going to wait and hold off on Ivy Bridge? Or are they going to get Ivy Bridge and upgrade to Haswell between March, June area 2013? So, I'm just saying that it'll have a brand new architecture that would succeed the Ivy Bridge and all that stuff. So it's going to be a new processor, all that good stuff. I don't know, it's sort of messed up if you ask me on how they're saying, oh, get Ivy Bridge, get Ivy Bridge. Now we got Haswell coming out, not even a year later. So we'll see. Alright, if you guys know, last week I said Ubisoft will make some games unplayable. Well, it causes a whole lockout that happened this week. So basically, Ubisoft, you need to get your act together. So yeah, causes a lockout. That's bad. Alright, now Hawken launching as free-to-play beta. Basically, it's a mech style game or whatever. I got my beta. I'm just waiting to I can finally download the game. So you're free to go and sign up, and more than likely you're going to be accepted. So go ahead and check that out if you are into the Mech Warrior games and everything. Alright, this is funny. Apple faces fines in China, possible iPad ban for trademark infringement. So here we go. It's pretty nice. I think it's funny. What goes around comes around, with Apple doing the patent infringements on all these companies and basically trying to eliminate their competition versus just trying to produce a product. So here we go. It's pretty funny to me. I don't know if it is to you. Alright, Rambus and NVIDIA signed a patent license agreement, and now people are saying, well, are they going to come with XDR2 memory on their new graphics cards and all this stuff? So people are starting more rumors on top of this when they're just saying, hey, we just got a license agreement. Okay. Next up, Antec announces the all-in-one enclosure. Here it is. If I can zoom it out just a little bit more. There we go. Like so. Looks kind of plain to me. I guess that's what they're going for. Looks like there's a holes for cable management, but very minimum. Right here and here. Then around here, this is where you can access your CPU cooler if you want to install a water block, stuff like that. Okay. And then here it is with a Antec cooler, or basically an Aztec cooler. Pretty much Aztec rebrands certain coolers. So if you see PNY, AMD, Intel, and all those all-in-one cooling solutions, it's really Aztec. Okay. So here it is installed. Looks like a GTX 5 something, 560, 580 maybe. So there it is right there. Nothing too exciting. It looks very bland to me. And then you have holes for water cooling, but what's the point of having it when you really can't do a radiator internally? Unless I'm completely wrong. You only have one fan at the top. I would like to have 3 fans at the top or something, not just one. So it looks very bland, not really innovative, and all that stuff. So I don't know. Looks like a bland case. I wouldn't want to get it. Next up, G.Skill announces new memory. I think I announced this like a week or 2 weeks ago, where they just had pictures and now they have the specs on them and everything like that finally. And I think it's right here if I can get it to blow up. Yeah, here they are. The range goes from 1.5 volts, 1.6 and 1.65 volts. And the latent, I'm trying to find the lowest latency. Lowest latency I see is 999 TAC24. And then, let me see, 1600 megahertz at 8824. So that's the lowest latency. And then as you go higher in the megahertz, 2133 megahertz, it's 111028. And that's for 1.65 volts. And in the color of the heatsink around the memory is blue. So there you go. Alright, HD 77 series specifications finally surfaced. Everybody knows about the whole deal. Pretty much what happened, MSI leaked out information too early, so everybody jumped on it, but then when I was going to do the news article, they immediately took it down. So basically, the 77 series should be launching between February or March, so it should be launching sometime this month, I believe. So here's all the specs and all that good stuff if you are into Radeon and everything. Alright, now Kepler, we're finally getting Kepler info, and it says NVIDIA GeForce Kepler packs radically different number crunching machinery. So let me just try to run through some of the little specs here. 4 graphics processing unit clusters of GPC, 4 streaming multi-processors, SM per GPC equals 16 SM, 96 stream processors, SP per SM equals 1,536 CUDA cores, 8 texture units, 32 roster operation units, memory 256-bit bus. It has a GDDR5 memory interface and 2,048 megabytes of RAM, or basically 2 gigs, and 2 gigs, and it has a 950 megahertz core, 1250 actual for memory, so it's different from what they're used to doing. So we'll see how it performs and everything. Alright, for your AMD guys, we finally got application profiles 12.1 Cap 2, and basically it's going to improve Star Wars, the Old Republic, and Unigine, and Wargame, European Escalation, Crossfire performance. And then here we go, they're coming with another huge cooler that you will definitely have to get a back plate for, and it's going to be the Thermalright. It's basically a successor of the Silver Arrow, but it's a different model. Here it is, freaking huge. It's just massive. That's all I have to say. Look how big this thing is, and you're going to be limited on what kind of memory you get because of the profile of this fan right here. So if you want to get a certain fan to work, you might have to bust out your Dremel and cut out some of the shroud of the fan to get your heat sinks, or your RAM to work, because of the heat sink. So here it is. Alright, it's huge, and it's gonna cost $103 or €78. So they found it at pre-order. So that's only pre-order pricing. So the actual price, I don't know. But if you have $103, you might have an extra 40 or 50 laying around, and you can get the XSPC water cooling kit, and you could get probably better temperatures in this cooler, in my opinion. Alright, moving on, we got some sad news coming up. The SKYRIM and Fallout conceptual artist Adamowicz, I hope I pronounced that right, has passed away. Basically, he was a visionary for SKYRIM and Fallout, and like what he wanted to look like and everything. And here's some of his drawings and everything. The conceptual art for Fallout 3. Let's see, some Fallout 3 pictures, and that's him right there. Hopefully I could blow it up, but not get the, let's see if I can just do view image, and then I'll just blow it up. So that's what it looks like. Good guy to be coming out some great games, but he has passed away due to cancer, unfortunately. So my thoughts and prayers are with his family and everything, for, you know, he's a good guy making good games for us. Alright, and then there's more Kepler specs leaks are coming out, so I don't know which is true and which is not, because I would like to have verified sources. I know Tech Power Up's pretty good, Bright Side of the News is okay, so we got another Kepler deal, probably talking about the same thing. Yeah, it's more or less the same thing, just has more pretty pictures, I guess you want to call it. But that is it. Trying to upload this before I have to go to work at 1:30, so it's going to basically take about an hour to upload it and everything. So, as always, comment, subscribe, rate this video, click that like button. You guys have a great day.